Every 1 in 5 tweets contains at least one emoji. Over 900 million emojis are sent on Facebook Messenger every day. We use them to infuse a flat text message with personality and convey our emotions even when we're far away from our loved ones. Heck, they even made an emoji movie. But who created these modern day hieroglyphics? Hello and welcome to Curiosity Factor. Today, we are bringing you the history of emojis and try to answer the question that is now most likely on your mind too. Who invented them? Well, the concept of emojis isn't really a new one, as humanity has used many different forms of pictograms long ago as part of human expression. Take the word we've used in our intro, for example, hieroglyphics. They were small pictograms that were used by ancient Egyptians since 3100 BC, all the way until 500 AD, as a way of recording their stories and history. The first writing system ever developed, the cuneiform, emerged in ancient Sumeria around 3500 BCE. The main difference between cuneiform and hieroglyphics is the shape of the characters. In hieroglyphics, the characters represent consonant sounds, but they look like real images, while in cuneiform, each character represents the sound of a syllable, but they are abstract. All of this is to say that in history, first came the cuneiform with abstract characters, then came the Egyptians with hieroglyphics. Then, most languages evolved into abstract letters like our alphabet. And apparently, now we are going back to more descriptive symbols. Could this mean that we are witnessing a new form of writing being born? Will our century be part of a future history textbook, where kids will learn that we use this strange alphabet instead of the more friendly emojis? Well, if you've never thought about this, you'll probably be haunted with this thought for the rest of the day. However, we must move on and keep going with this video. But all comparisons aside, the initial emojis that emerged in the 90s, usually associated with chat rooms of the time, looked nothing like the ones we use today. The initial versions of emojis were made using punctuation and parenthesis, like this, and this. Those primitive versions of emojis were used up until 1999, when a Japanese cell phone company called NTT Docomo released a set of 176 emojis for mobile phones and pages. Japanese designer Shigetaka Kurita is the mind behind these early versions of emojis, and in order to create them, he used Japanese graphic novels and Zap Dingbat's typeface, as well as illustrations and pictograms. Surprisingly, or maybe not, these first emoji designs can be found on display at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. And if you're wondering whether the word emoji comes from the English word emotion, well, we're sorry to disappoint you. Since the first batch of emojis came from Japan, it makes sense that the word emoji would come from Japanese, right? Well, emoji is a blend of two Japanese words, picture and letter. Little did Kurita know that these pictograms he created in 1999 would become so popular. In fact, emoji became such a widely used word that in 2015, Oxford Dictionary declared it the word of the year. Quite an honourable distinction. Nowadays, there are over 3,000 emojis in existence, and they include everything, from faces of different colours to transgender flags, cats, and even bubble tea. Yeah, now you can let your friends know that you're getting boba without having to actually spell it out in a text. During the recent pandemic, emoji usage saw a spike. With so many people isolated from one another and not being able to meet face to face, emojis came to the rescue to help people stay connected, while also being able to express their personality and humour through text. We all know that written messages can sometimes come across as cold and abrupt. So having emoticons to express ourselves really helps us to get our point across when we cannot verbally do it. A research paper published in June 2019 has shown that our brains process emojis in a similar way that we process human faces. So, if you get a smiley face in a text and get a warm feeling when you see it, that's why. Also, Adobe's 2019 emoji trend report has found that 8 in 10 people believe that emoji users are more friendly and approachable than non-emoji users. So, maybe you should put a smiley face in that email, even if it is a business email. You never know. And if you feel the need to personalize your emojis, there is also a free app on both iOS and Android that lets you morph any picture into a custom emoji. The name of the app is Emoji. What emojis do you use the most? Are you a big fan of them, or do you prefer to limit the amount of emojis per text? And most important, do I seem needy for using so many emojis in this video? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you can be notified each time we post something new. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again in our next video.